How's it going, everybody? We are back with more Twilight Princess Randomizer for the Harbor. Wow, already off to a great start. Harbor Asynchronous Rando. Very community. We've got lots of new things. You can already see it up on the tracker. Got magic armor. I was a little worried when I saw that we were going to be doing some magic armor iron boots shenanigans. Luckily, you may notice, it also eventually get iron boots before I can. Spinner, very excited about that. So I think we got the green rupee. We got Backslice, which I was excited about. Because I love me some using Backslice to deal damage when you don't have a sword. But I missed that I got fishing rod. But our bomb bag's bigger. We got the oil bottle. I believe we already had 3 bottles. There it is. that was the end of that butt that I had started. Is no need for a swordless Backslice because we have a... yeah, so we got all 4 bottles before we got any of the 4 swords, which is very silly. Lots of bugs to turn in. Not that. Tons of hearts. A few people have finished their games. So there's the iron boot, so that's why we don't need to worry about magic armor shenanigans. Got 2 pieces of the mirror. Big keep the city in the sky. Second bomb bag. Third bomb bag. Second Fuse Shadow. Another Palace Twilight key. Bow is also here. Especially with all those bomb bags. We got the 1 City in the Sky small key. We have all the keys for City in the Sky. We need our second claw shot if we want to do everything there. And I don't think I require I don't think I require Skybook characters. I am. Might be wrong. Okay. So, that was a ton of stuff. Looking at the map tracker, I'm seeing most of the rest of Snow Peak is yellow. None of it's green. I think we're short... Yeah, we're short 1 small key. And we're short the chi, which is essentially another. I would love to not have to come back down. So I'm thinking we might try to do... There's not that many checks left anyway. We did most of the dungeon time. So I'm thinking if we use some tricks that we know how to do, and we use our keys in a smart way, we can get out of here without having to go crazy. step one is remembering how to do. I may have to look up. I believe I did this the last time I did Twilight. That one felt pretty. Definitely. Yeah, let me look it up. Great, exciting way to start a stream. Start in the Twilight Princess. Possible to break Snow Peak lobby ice from good old Pokemon. Ah, that's the part I'm freaking. Launching not higher than this. Okay. Okay, so I almost remember. So you want... links... Let me... Left foot on the top step, which I remembered, but side-to-side positioning is more precise. Lined up with that little black. That's it. Try it, like. And then ball and chain not above. Okay, that was too far forward. There it is. Simple as that. Thank you, Pokemon Genius, for documenting that really well. Or actually, the video is on FZ. Pokemon, I don't know. I think that's not Pokemon. They were the one who posted the link. I know they've done, like, most of the trails that exist. We'll need a key there. We're not going to do that yet. I'm going to try to get rid of this guy first. There we go. Cool. Let's, got a boat. Guys. Little piece of heart. From Strong Rogue 2. Great is once you do that trick once. Alex as if he's always been up there. Leg sprain. One coin. Brindle. Okay, we've got that. That one mostly gets us to... Let me check my map. Yeah, we definitely don't need to use that key. Because I know we can skip using the cannon. So I think we can do everything. Long as we're... Excellent. This door did stay unlocked like I was hoping. Surprised I got away with it. Go. So, trying to make sure I do this while using... So I can actually see the normal boss key check must have belonged to somebody who finished their game, because it's already marked up. So I think what we want to do is use this key. Worst case, we come back here when we get another. But I think this will let us get everything. Because, yeah, this gets us into this room. And the only checks left, this one, get like this, 5 notes, donkey for the forest temple from complete. Yeah, then we can get into this room. Which is interesting, because this check isn't even yellow on it. That was a bucket hat. Okay. So then now, according to the tracker, the only check left is the boss, the 2 boss checks. There's the boss key check that I haven't gotten, but it says it belongs to somebody else, but I still have a key. And I can get there without using it. So I'm gonna check it just to be sure. So I'm not gonna use that key because I don't do. Could do the whole cannon thing. I like doing this. That. I don't want to use that. I might need to use that key. Where does this get me? That's blocked off. And then this room is blocked by the but I can get to that. So I can save this. Just to be safe. Like, a little more convoluted than I need to do it, but... I respawn. That platform did not agree with what the ball and chain was doing. I go down in through here. At this point, I just should have done like cannonball, but nah. Do this the fun way. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Oops, forgot about this side. Never come down this way. That gets us in here. Next us over here. trick here is the freezer up on top of this is is set up to be special compared to the other ones. It will blow constant ice to stop me from getting up there. But if you time this just right, you can trick him into going into the normal cycle that the other ones do. There it is. You hear that crackling. Now he's in the normal cycle. Means he's going to stop. We can go right up here. Get us inside of there. Get frozen anyway. Get us going to go be the boss. We're going to try... Okay, I didn't need to save the key. So I could have just used the one that would have made this a little. Didn't take us that much longer to go out and around. Yep, I knew I was going to take another one to the back. Why am I picking up rupees? I have 5,000, I can't hold anymore. This should give us enough. Like being sure. That didn't take that long. Yeah, so nothing pops up in the client. That went to somebody who'd already finished their game. I was trying to go a little too far. I'll take it. Music. I shouldn't. That's right. water. Worst case, if we get low on health, we just switch to magic armor. We've got 5 deaths. Oh, Brindle sent me an orange fruit. No. That was not the one I expected to destroy. Oh, I almost still got her. And, well, we should still have 1 kill. Okay, we got 1. Oh. Ouch. Just seeing it. Love of all. Unreal. Not seeing. Okay, there we go. Black barrel ammo out. I didn't see anything for the mirror. Oh, there it is. It was this progressive shield. Can't see my. Can see. Cool. Okay, we do not have to come back to this dungeon. It is completely great. First dungeon down. Technically out of logic. I might have to look at what glitches are included in glitched logic, because we're getting to a point where we regularly do a lot of glitches. Let's get snowboarding out of the way while we're here. It'll be nice to know that Snow Peak is completely done. Don't have to get too fancy with Yeto. I just have to make it down without crafting. Yeto, we do have to get a... I'm not going to cut any corners on this section, because I think it always just starts making... Sure. The hard part. Almost threw it. Almost threw it right at the end. Alright, first try. I don't know if I've ever beaten Yeto first try before. And we got a trap. A baby's trap. Crimson Nil. Alright. Let's go to Castletown. I haven't looked at what the rest of my map looks like. I can do almost everything in the game at this point. I'm missing my double claw shots, which is a big gate. But I've got Iron Boots and Zora Armor, so I can do all kinds of stuff there. Yeah, my map is now more green and yellow than... Alright. Cool. There, we're definitely just... like, we're good. Snow Peak's done. Do everything in Zora's domain. Right, we have Fishing Pole. We can last back in Verdon. Like I said, almost the entire game. So let's turn in our bugs. trying to think what dungeon we want to do next. We do have Claw Shot and all of the small keys dead, and we have Iron Boot, so that one makes the most sense. We have all the small keys for Temple of Time, but we don't have Dominion. We can do a lot of Temple of Time. We have all of the other items that we would normally have. Right? Yeah. There kind of aren't really any other items than a quarter pie and a full pie. Ronin. Another quarter pie. I don't know if we've gotten any progression on Agatha yet. Maybe one? We have our Zora armor or something? And... that one must have been something somebody already, and then like... okay, so that's everything we can do here. He's showing some stuff green in Hyrule Castle, but that's not accurate with my setting. Oh, no, it is! I have all 3 Fused Shadows. I didn't realize I'd gotten all 3. Okay, so Hyrule Castle is in Logic. And we can do most of it. Interesting. We're gonna hold off on that, but that's good to keep in mind. Something we... something hinted in Goron Mines, but it not marked priority. It is progression, not priority. So I could go get that. Would you like to try to get hinted stuff? And oh yeah, we have Spinner now. Let's go there. Did it? I didn't think time progressed in Castletown. Interesting. Blue coin. And then, while we're here, you know we gotta try. We could try doing it with the boomerang jump. I think the wolf jump is... we're so close last time. Went from... oh, that... yeah. too in line with it. Get the distance across. Don't need to do plum. Can just go right into it. Trying to say can't do the 2 double claw check. And then oh, I can't. Okay, so yeah, I don't have the big key, so I can't fight more. But there is apparently getting into it, but without the key. But that check is, or the boss fight is close enough to the entrance of the dungeon. I'll worry. Up capacity. Web. Pulling. $35 cal. Yeah, let's dive on it. That'll honestly be more checks than if we run around doing shorter amount of time. Never quite remember how to do this dungeon. I think last time we were playing, I got go mode while we were lake bed, and so I got to just move. Kind of nice. Why? Ooh. I don't want to be here without water bombs. That's unfortunate. Guessing the Zora isn't out here. I think he doesn't spawn until... Goron Mine. Okay, so slight detour. Maybe we will do our overworld checks. Iron boots. Spinner. That was silly of me. 5 bombs. Nothing in the graveyard? Because I don't have heat. That was actually the only check I had. I was thinking there was something I could do. Hello. Water bombs. Oh, good. I was worried I would have to, like, spend money somewhere else. I don't know if I've ever tried to sell bombs with a full wallet before. Give some more new dialogue I hadn't seen. Alright, you're here. So let's grab a Pona. Okay, happy. I guess I could have pulled out the horse call. Fortunately, huh? Lower than the spin. Hadn't beaten the it because we didn't have Shadow Crystal last game through. Wooden sword, this is definitely that portal set up now. Possible we won't ever meet. Could be able to do all of these checks. Got a lantern, got iron boot. Oh, the owl. Ooh. That certainly looks like 2K just beat their satisfactory game. Oh, bad place for an ice trap. Ooh, that was close. Ice trap for cheese. rare lanterns that I haven't. Older stuff. No, that's not big, but that's very small money. That just been so long since I played a Lego. Bolt. Top cave dump. Delphos Grotto. This armor soul. One coin for power cell for death. All right. Go to iron. Go up to. Oh, yes. There might be another one I have to ask to be manually released. I have to look up what that one's called. Walking. Spinning. One coin. I think was for this deck. Weirdly gets sent as soon as you blow up the rock. Talk to him. The other check I was waiting on to send still hasn't sent. Aggressive slingshot. Probably not their first slingshot, but who knows? Okay, yeah, that's Zora's domain, but... Let's... Try to minimize how long I keep the Zora armor on. Never know when you're going to get sent an ice trap and take double damage from it. Let's ignore Isa. Go fish up the bottle. Unless talisman. I walk any. Alright. Now talk to Isa. That's funny. And this bugs out a little bit because we're both. Because I didn't want to have to do multiple spin attacks with the Loon Sword. But if you look in the client, the Plague the Rat sending an ice trap and then ice arrows to Ronin is very funny. I do want to help you, I just didn't want to help you as a wolf. Did you you better not have gotten rid of my water bombs. No, I think we had this happen before. Assuming this didn't erase my water bombs, I guess we could just go into like extra life. Fill up my water. Now let's get the other Isa checked out. Actually, first, let's check what that is. Oh no, it did, or it was already gone. Spinner tracked. Oh, the one over there. Okay. That probably was somebody who had already completed it, so I wouldn't. And then I was expecting it to be the last thing in that area, and the map tracker to not be in, but I forgot that that area includes where the like spinner thing is over this path we have. Get the minigame over with, and we can dive into Lake Bed. Then we'll come back up for some of the world stuff. Targets. Don't bomb. Don't retract your... Probably gonna bonk. Other than be a little less creepy with her. Her to be on the other side. Missed one. I think we get away with missing one and only bonking twice. Times. No, that one shouldn't count. That was the same bonk. Ooh, I think we needed 25 Holy. That's about as close as it gets. Oh. I'm pretty sure the prize is for 25. Moonfruit or Xylordian, aka not important, because it never is. Sorry, Plum, but until the devs get bug worked out, but you don't lose your any items you receive while you're doing Fruit Balloon minigame, that will remain the one minigame that I keep turned off. I don't hate doing that minigame. Certainly not my favorite minigame. Might be my least favorite minigame. Or completely not. I don't know, the more, like, I feel like I used to kind of dread doing the minigames, but the more I do them, the more you kind of learn the little quirks and how to do them efficiently. And efficiently isn't necessarily the right word. Generally take, especially Plum and Isa, both take a fixed amount of time, but, you know. Bomb arrows. Three. Targeting. Oh no, there it goes. Lucky lunch recipe. Crap. Go there, lunch. Let's see. Pop up right off the bat. Spicy beef carrot. Korean's legging. Of a name. Here. Go. Please gonna be blocked. Not this one. How do I try? I know that doesn't work. I think the way to do it, get the water flowing here. Weapon bazooka. Didn't need that. Guy was gonna be like under me already. Come back for the other check on our way out. I want those here. Those are actually our limiting factor, not bombs, because we have so many. We have all of the bombs, maximum bombs, and we have one. Uh-oh. Probably regret skipping these guys later when we come down the water slide, but $10 coins for I guess I will rewrite it now. Dude, dodged it. There we go. I believe he dodged my mortal draw. Puppy! That's the second puppy we've had in our game. Makes me happy. Oh, I forgot I was gonna try to... Oh, no. I remember. I didn't need to fix anything with the check not... Tech kites ended up not bothering me on the water slide, but that's nice. Magnetic sheet. The rat. Can we just jump down here? Everything. Oh no, we can't do everything. Wait, get that check. We'll get it on our way up. Unless I fell right there, and I would get it now. Asshole. Will be ignored. Recovery heart. Ebb. Gold Sculpture token. Link. Not that hard to walk over. Frog. Listen to more thick. Oh, you can. I should have done that the first time. That would have been a one cycle. Go test Soul Master. Chest on this side. Frog hat. How appropriate. Kill frog, get frog hat. Before Deku Toad. That's the name of the check. Here. Not punished for impatience. Big red rupee. Which is weirdly marked progression. There. Need the water. No cheese. Alright. So it's just that check to come back for. How did I see that check on the map? There. We don't have to come back for that check. I mean, it's going to be my paranoia, but it is marked gray on my map track. So I think I'm going to trust. It was done. Don't have to come back to this side of the temple at all. The one water level. That chest. So that water technically. Now. Yeah, we can go. Coin for crystal. Water over here. Water level there. White Knight Shard. Here. Why did I think I could do that? Please put me back on that platform. It's already on. Start again. Really, buddy? The water turn in. I pressed R. Link. Link! Get on the thing! There you go, buddy. Terrible time. I don't know why these things are the bane of my existence. I probably take more damage from them than I do from the dark. No. Point. That was close. I wasn't thinking about the guys here. You know what? Done. Ice trap from Cheese Master. Eye frag. Back. That might. Let's get this check on the head. Large gunpowder. Yeah. Up. Round. Checks on the other side, and then go through the middle. Get the check up here. Then we can drop down and go right to the boss key. I think I may have finally figured out how to route this dungeon. Progressive scale for Ocarina. That's potentially incredibly important. Camera. That one's on that side. Let's do this. Onto the gear. Onto me. Took shot away before getting hit by that guy. Ganon Soul! That is a very important thing. He's Master is playing Ocarina of Time with Soul Sanity, which means you need to find the soul of any, like, boss or enemy before you're allowed... Oh, that's not quite what I wanted to do, so I'll take it. Before you're allowed to kill that enemy. I don't know exactly how it works, it's just... I'm guessing it's like you can't deal damage to him. So, Ganon Soul, absolutely required for them to beat their game. Because you kind of need to be able to deal damage to Ganon to kill him. You kind of need to kill Ganon to Ocarina of Time. I guess we don't have to go back up here now for the check that I wanted, but we're here. I mostly don't want to forget to come for it. We actually have to... Okay. Wait, but I can't even get it. Well, but I gotta go. It won't take that long. I just wish I thought about how much of a pain this would be before I jumped down there. Kinda wish I fell all the way off. Probably would have put me exactly where I wanted to be. So I just went into a void. It was a nice trap for Ronin, anyway. Okay, now... Open that. But now what we want to do is go back here to go get Big Key. Start over there if I come. That was interesting. You made your death sound because you thought you were falling off the edge, but you... That's a new one. Maybe I should just go back out and come back in. That's, I think, how they normally expect you to do it. Oh. But we're not here to do things how they expect you to do it. Oh, if the keys knocked me off, I was going to be so sad. That was such a sick jump. But I just kind of winged. Alright. Nice here is that we're not gonna clip into the boss, because I don't want to fight it with wooden sword. Like, I could try to learn clipping into the boss. No, but saving and quitting out of this dungeon doesn't really help you. Long way around. Never know. I had a net. Water maze. Disagree. I don't think it. Honest. No. Because I planned it. Bob. This check now. Thing you have to remember about this is that you have to come down from the top first, which means you have to go through. Always end up going through the tunnel first. That was good. But if you go through the tunnel first, can't get to the key. Coming to here, kill the bubble boy. And Mission Impossible down in to steal the boss key. Lorian's Gauntlet. Didn't we get Lorian something else? Lorian's something. We got like Lorian's leggings? Mostly curious, was it also Lorian's legging? That was like the other significant looking chest. Central room. Okay. Lorian's been hanging out in the water tunnel. So we're gonna trust the map tracker and not go back for... It's not gonna take that long to go back for the, not the big feature. The piece of heart check. Could kill you. feel like it. To get out, go back. Back down here. Get shocked. I feel like I really have learned this dungeon after however many years. They say as I fail to do the simplest possible thing. Sir? Did you just die of your own volition? Why do these targets suck so much? Oh, I might have been able to make it to that platform, but I did not quite trust timing. I think I would have missed it, but it would have been close. Upwind. There you go. Now let's send the water this way. I was scared for a second that that's not actually above the platform. That was interesting though. That did, in fact, not say anything. But you gotta be sure. Alright. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking I don't want to do Morpha without a better sword, but I also want to learn a new trick. And I don't want to have to come back to this. Glad I can jump down now. I was going to kill that Hectite, but we might need it. So, back to the Twilight Princess. Go. Big bed. Acid. So you get that. Get your onto the you. There's a bunch of ways. trick is pretty involved, is what I'm learning. Okay. That's step one. To adjust our position up here. feels like about... Feels about right. But then it was... Oh, that was almost it. That was the clip. We were just too far to the right. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. I won't do this too many times. Because this is a pretty involved trick, and this is only, like, the part I just messed up is only, like, half of it. So I think it looks fairly straightforward after this point. Wanna be... Alright. Why do you have such a problem going up? If I can't even get the long jump consistently, then I'm just not going to bother with this right now. Because this is something that would be better to practice not in a Archipelago, when I can save states to practice. Feels like... Okay, you're sorted out a little faster than that. Ourselves not That's the clip. Now let's go back to where he starts. I was going to change our armor because he mentions using the pouches on the green tunic. We need to do a backflip. Yeah, so this looks good. Okay, do a backflip. So keep holding. Crouch needs to be close to that. Backflip. Looking. Hey, that's the one. All right. Still time. I should also grab, after the fight, I'll shout out at that trick. That was very easy to follow, as you saw. I'd be able to get it pretty quickly. Oh. There, I got something, like, really in my head. Oh. That was Skyrion. Skyrion on YouTube. Sent, or did the trick tutorial that I followed to be able to do that. Shout out to Skyrion. I went there. Time to get launched. Always takes forever with wooden sword. I genuinely don't know. You must have to attack the tentacle to not get grabbed. Oh, okay. Okay. Sure. Are you kidding me? Okay, let's get some distance. Since apparently the game has decided to be on some bullshit. Oh, come on, man! I'm guessing I can't, like, drink my potions underwater. That change target mid-air. Okay, hit the tentacle. Okay. Now we're into the real boss fight, but somehow, like, the easier part of the boss fight. I know what I'm doing. That is just 3 cycles, which makes sense. Even though it's similar to City in the Sky boss, it does take more cycles if you a worse sword. Alright. Dungeons down tonight. Fully cleared. With tricks to get to the boss that we were supposed to be able to get to. Aggressive sword for Zek. That is a nice thing to get them out of luck. I gotta say. I feel like I saw them mention. Might have mentioned. And magnifying glass. 2 progressive items. Which were meant to be locked behind the boss key. Curious where that actually ends up being. Fill ourselves up. We'll probably... I'm gonna say we'll call it there. I think let's do... a few more overworld checks. Because what we have very few overworld stuff left. There's like Goron Mines. Sacred Grove I don't really consider overworld. So yeah, it's really just the spinner check, which is pretty close by to where we are, and then the fishing back in Oro. We'll just do those 2 checks. Then that'll leave us with just dungeons to do. I guess, like, the one problem with that is that, Sacred Grove has been in Logic because it's Shadow Crystal. So maybe we do. That won't take that long. And we can get almost every check there. What check can we not get? The Dominion Run. Yeah, there's nothing in Logic, like back in Art rounds, because there's some out of Logic stuff we can spinner. Not worth my time. Alright. Another check. Test how much I've learned the game. I do this for... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, I doubted that I could make it across. Oh, that was the last jump. And I just inputted to the side and the camera turned. Yeah, that... Gotta remember not to speed up. Trust the process. There. Third turn. Aggressive series unlocked, so another one for the library. That's everything up here. Let's warp on fishing. That's for all of the randomizers I've done, which always use the GameCube version. Still ingrained in my brain. Wrong direction. I mean, not the wrong direction. Direction from the Weaver. Hold on. Or a cat. Fishing. I'm really glad the deck is still in the rando. Little test. +1 laugh. Alright, so yeah, that's all of our, like, proper overworld checks. All of our Ordon checks, we have to come home again. The fast spinner is slowing me down at this point. Hard to control. I'm not going to try to spin. Actually, why am I not just... It's going to be faster than doing the whole midnight jump. I could have just warped as soon as I got the cat check. Oh no, I had it. I was just... Yeah, this will be a good... Oh, well, this is going to open up another... Well, there's the warp. I think it'll be good to start with Temple of Time Street. That one. Yeah, I forgot the best part about the map tracker. There's... I knew I was gonna do that. I was trying to, like, get an angle where I wouldn't do... I intentionally put this Poe, like, go so that you hit. That's better. Good times. That brings us... $100. Golden chest egg. Blow up this rock. Spawns a bow. Banana hat. Grotto. Kill. Genuinely so annoying. Things take so long to kill with or wooden sword, so not dealing with it. I got bombs to spare. I don't quite have arrows to spare, but those are easy to find. Ancient Light. Plague there. Important. Sonic Adventure? I have no idea what Sonic game. Bug superior. Bug did. This bow had like my iron on it or something once. I completely missed it. Aggressive auto shot. Lots of stuff for the Brain Dead's library. Lizard Choker and Teaser. Snail did not. Oh no, the bug. Snail. So hard to send. I think it did. Guessing that was. Let me see if I can get the... That snail was a purple rupee for me. Okay, and the other one did. Okay, so that's that. That's now all of our overworld. Now, well, except for the one we just. Oh, did Plum show up again? Yeah, Plum showed for a brief second. Okay, so we have Forest. We don't have any dungeons we can full clear. Forest Temple, we're missing a key, which can lock us out of. But we're also missing the boss key. Temple of Time, we're missing Dominion Rod and boss key. Boron Mines, we're missing at least one small key. Hyrule Castle, we're missing, obviously. Arbiter's Grounds, we're missing keys. Alice of Twilight, we're missing cards. City in the Sky, I think technically dip into, but we're missing second claw shot. I guess that's the only thing we're missing. So actually, I was thinking I would leave it here so that we're primed to go right into Temple of Time. Might prefer going into Forest Temple. It depend on what, if anything, we get. We're almost definitely gonna get the golden bow. So what I'm gonna do, take us to Castletown. We'll get that Golden Wolf check that we just unlocked, just so we can truly say all of our overworld checks are done. And we progress, though. Did 2 full dungeons, lots of overworld stuff, everything we could do. Just leaving checks in dungeons that we cannot fully clear. Learned a new trick. I think I could do that lake bed toss clip. Whatever you call it. I think I could do that trick. That was, like, as much setup as there was, pretty straightforward in how you act. Like, the fact that once I got to the point of correctly clipping, it was just, like, set sequence to other laugh moves. Yeah, the fact that it was just then a set sequence of do means I think it's very doable. Alright, that does it for another Harbor stream. Making our way through the seed. Let's check, as we've been checking, where we're at in terms of total number of checks done. I like noting that. We're at just shy of 50% going into tonight. We are now at about 2/3, 66%. So we got a sixth of our checks done tonight. Not quite as good as the, like, 25% in our previous days, but things are getting more spread out. Things are getting harder to do. So, surprise there. Yeah, should have more of this. And then Friday, because I felt like I was getting enough progress in this archipelago already, I put in a YAML for another archipelago with a different Discord, with the Dan Jones Discord, for Tunic, which I've done. I haven't actually finished a Tunic archipelago technically yet. I was most of the way through one with some friends, but kind of fell off of it. So looking forward to that. I think in kind of the spirit of that, I'm going to send it over to Dan Jones' stream if he's still streaming. Thanks for joining me. Have a great rest. See you next time.